So I noticed in the video that there are some darker areas, and you focus on the contrast and the doors, and so on. Is that related to the heat map that you prioritize based on where the players are moving the most, and you have more resources to use lighting in those areas, or how is the general workflow and process of making those decisions? Because I assume you have a budget.
Yeah, we definitely have a lighting budget. Yeah, part of it was like making sure all the doorways and stuff were all called out properly because it's where everybody tends to go to. Like that map specifically, Recharge, which is like the one that was like more in the beginning and like towards the end there. That's like a smaller map, so it tends to get like a lot of flow just like evenly everywhere because it's like such a small map.
Okay, so you had two screenshots, I believe, on your Photoshop, right? Should we
Yeah.
try and kind of have a quick on one of them, kind of use that as a visual aid as we talk and kind of break it down and continue the conversation? What do you think? Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
So this is I think it's the same image as we have in the background of the stream.
It is, yeah. Two images from the same map Recharge. This is a little bit older. I grabbed these images from our Insider article, like back in March. Like definitely work in progress. A little, for the most part, it's like the same, but like a little things have changed. I've added like a couple different lights in like some areas, like bounce lights and stuff. But for the most part, it's the same.
So let's talk to it. So let's start with your process. How do you make the decision on how to light? Is there a concept art that you have to reference? Do you have to do the research and figure out based on time of day? Or do you have full freedom? Let's talk about that first.
Yeah. So our process, like, we'd go over the lighting with like the map lead, like basically like what exactly they want. We don't get too much concept art support. It's kind of just like whatever the map lead like thinks the map should be, and then I'll get some like concept art like early on just to help flesh out like what exactly the map's gonna be. But like when it gets like more into like the middle of building out the maps and stuff, we really don't get too much and it just gets more creative from there on out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, that's interesting.